Hey everyone, it's Matt aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to be taking a look at what I thought of the Xbox showcases. There was the first one, the main one with Starfield and all that, and then there was the Showcase Extended, which had a little bit more, and all of it had some pretty cool stuff in it. Thought I'd make a quick video just going over what I enjoyed from the showcases, and just talk a little bit about each of those games. If you're excited about one of these games, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed what you saw, or got some value out of it, or learned a little something that you didn't know before. There was a lot of cool stuff this year. Some of it's coming soon, some of it's a little farther off. So with that out of the way, it's time to take a look at what I really enjoyed about the Xbox showcase this year.
Okay. Let's do it.
So if it wasn't for that title card that said Playground Games Presents on it, I wouldn't have known this was a Fable game until we got to see this part. It says the footage was actually captured in-game, so I'm not sure if this is a cutscene of sorts, or if it's an intro for your character like when the game starts. We do get some footage of combat, which looks really cool, and the graphics look insane, but what I'm most looking forward to is that humor that Fable has, which seems like that's in the trailer, and for you to create your own character. You can be good or evil, and then your character will actually change appearance depending on if you're good or evil. So I'm hoping all that kind of translates, because back when I had my 360, Fable 2 is actually one of my favorite games to play. No release date on this one yet, but as far as I'm concerned, it can take all the time it needs, because we've got a lot of other games to look forward to.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear.
This was one of the bigger surprises at the Xbox showcase. I used to play the Division 2, I'm familiar with Massive and what they do, and I do remember that they were working on a Star Wars game as well as an Avatar game. I just didn't know that we'd be seeing that this early, but here it is, Star Wars Outlaws. It's a single player game in the third person. You play as a bounty hunter, and it's in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi if you're familiar with the movies. And you take a bad contract, then you're on the run, and then you need to go and do more contracts to clear your name, and there's all these things going on. I'm excited to see how it's all going to play out. While I think Massive knows how to make a third-person shooter, the Division kind of fell flat for me in terms of story. I like the gameplay, but I didn't really gel with the story that much. So I'm excited to see what they do with the Star Wars license. I'm looking forward to this one because I love Star Wars, but I did just finish Jedi Survivor, and that's kind of top-tier Star Wars game material right there. So I'm going to be comparing that game to this one when it does come out, which as of recording of this video should be in 2024. This next one kind of came out of nowhere. I had no idea that it was being made, but it's from the people from Stoic who made the Banner Saga, if you're familiar with those games. This is going to be very Castle Crashers-like. Seems like it's a game with abilities and weapons that you can have, and you can master them, but it's really easy to pick up and play. Might be something really fun to just kind of kick back and relax and play with your friends. It's a co-op game. It's kind of a beat 'em up, and I'm looking forward to it. It's got a really cool art style, and it's similar to one that we're going to look at later on in the video. This will also be coming out in 2024.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
So we got another look at Starfield and an extended look at that with a new trailer. Traditional Bethesda RPG stuff, like going out and doing quests and talking to all these different people. There's factions that you can join. There's factions that you can align yourself with that make other factions mad. Player choice. There's ships that you can buy. There's ships that you can actually take over and board when you're actually in space. You can go and explore all these different planets. There's a lot of things to unpack with this game. But for right now, I'm super excited about it. That Starfield Direct that they did after the showcase, massive. We're going to be looking at it in a couple different videos in the future. But there's a ton of Starfield news out there right now, and I'm really looking forward to the game because it all sounds amazing. To keep up with the RPGs, we've got another one, and it's actually an expansion to Cyberpunk 2077, which is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Had a rocky launch, but I was one of the few lucky ones at the time to have an Xbox Series X, so I was able to play the game and not have a ton of issues. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that did not have issues with this game at launch, and I think that has maybe pushed a lot of those people away. But what's cool about this expansion is that they're actually releasing a pretty massive patch along with it, so even if you don't get the expansion, this This game is going to be almost like new again because they're redoing a lot of things like AI, cops, and the way that system works, and quests and perks. Add some nice quality of life changes on top of the last big performance patch that they did, which should be running smoother on the Xbox consoles. Hearing a lot of really good things about this expansion so far, so I'm looking forward to actually seeing a little bit more about it. This will be $30 when it drops on September 26, 2023. So if those other two RPGs aren't really your jam, that's okay. We have a Skyrim-like game, which is Avowed. This is from Obsidian Entertainment. You might know them from working on Fallout New Vegas and plenty of other RPGs like The Outer Worlds, as well as Pillars of Eternity, which is where this game actually takes place. So basically, this is like Obsidian's version of Skyrim, or at least that's what it looks like on the surface. Once you get your hands on it, it might turn into something different, but going out, getting some quests from NPCs, having companions, having those companions fight with you, do little quests for them. It's the Skyrim thing that we all know and love. So I'm really looking forward to this one and looking to see more gameplay on it. I can see myself sinking a lot of time in this game. It is coming to Game Pass day one because Obsidian is a first party studio now, so that is also something to look forward to. So I mentioned earlier with Towerborn that there was another game that had a similar art style of that one, and this is 33 Immortals. It's a top-down roguelike game. Roguelike meaning you kind of go around, pick up chests and things, and get perks, and then those perks will basically be the power of your character. There's also support for 32 other people to join your game, so it's a little bit of a massive multiplayer game in that retrospect. You'll be joining with other people to defeat bosses at the end of a dungeon, which looks really cool, so I'm excited to see what that's all about. I played a lot of Risk of Rain 2, which I really enjoy, and this kind of gives off those vibes. There were some other really cool announcements as well. Overall, I really enjoyed the showcase. An honorable mention would probably be that Clockwork Revolution game. We getting some serious Bioshock vibes from this. Looking forward to seeing more about it in the future, but this has no release date right now. Forza is also looking really great as well. I mean, I can't believe how good those games look. And those games really do feel great to play, so I'm excited to check that out on Game Pass when the game drops. Anyways, those are my thoughts about the Xbox Showcase. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something that I missed that you're looking forward to. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.